Hello everyone. So today I was doing something with the SVG file. Now SVG files are great because you can design vector graphics for logos, banners, and any kind of, I mean not any, but like a lot of your graphic production that you might want to do. Now of course I do a lot of these things myself. I don't really have a graphics team. I mean it is always good to learn these things. Not really talking about like detailed graphic designing, video editing. On my channel, of course, I try to share these small tips and tricks, and I try to share different tools that you can learn. For example, Inkscape. Now I use Inkscape to design my logos and banners, and also recently I have been using Inkscape to design my certificates. Now, of course, these certificates are for those people who take my course, and after completing the course, they will get a certificate. But sometimes you also need to modify the SVG file. So first, let me show you the SVG file, basically my certificate, the template. So this is the certificate, and as you can see, this is really nice. I made it myself, and I'm quite happy with the. Let me try to reduce the size a bit. So this is the certificate, and as you can see, this certificate is basically just a big SVG file. And if you notice here in this certificate, there are few placeholders. Now there is something called as a student name. Now the platform that I have where people are able to take my course, they can complete their course, and this certificate will be generated for them with their name, and of course a course name along with the completion date. And this looks really nice. I'll probably show you one of the certificate which I generated while I was like testing. So basically, if you, yeah, this looks really good. So if you look at this certificate, it has, of course, my company name, Spark says certificate of completion. So most of it I designed using Inkscape, but this video is not really about Inkscape. I'm just trying to show you how you can use different things together to solve a problem. Now, if I open my certificate, this is the SVG file. Now the problem was when I was working on the SVG file, although I've designed it using Inkscape, but I had some trouble with the placeholder. Basically this curly braces and dollar student name, which is like a variable that will be replaced. It was not really working properly when I was generating it. And I thought, okay, I have to modify this SVG file. So SVG file is something that you can modify. You can actually open it in a text mode, and fortunately if you're using Emacs, there is a text mode which we don't really talk about a lot. So if you use this mode called text mode, I can see this big file. Right now I wanted to actually modify this variable called as not I'm trying to find the variable name, which is student name, this one. So basically if you look here, I was trying to change the font size, and for some reason the font size was not really working using Inkscape. And it's not a problem because I can always modify the SVG file in text mode, and I can modify the font size here. You can of course not do other changes if you want, but this change along with the actual font that I wanted to use. This font is called as what is the font name? Alex Brush. Basically this font looks like someone has written the name manually, like handwriting. And I'm using my own color, like my own brown 330000 X color. And by the way, I designed this using Inkscape. Let me show you. Let me open Inkscape. Inkscape can sometimes take maybe 30 seconds to open, but when you design, and by the way, I used to do these things quite a lot. I used to do graphic design. I've designed certificates in the past for my clients, and because one of my clients used to, in fact, a couple of my clients, they used to provide trainings, and I suggested to them that you should get your proper certificates printed, because when you have these certificates, you can actually hand it out to someone, and it looks good, right? So let me open this certificate, this file, which is really cool because it is nothing but a vector file. So I designed the I mean, I had this background for many years, and also the corner thingy, I don't know what you call these, some floral designs. And of course, this is the variable in the center. And I just, made it myself. All right, that is it. A small video, but I thought I'll probably talk about this because it is cool. And of course, this video is about text mode in Emacs, not really Inkscape or creating a certificate. I'm just trying to show you that yes, you can also do editing, like text editing, like simple plain text editing using Emacs. All right, that is it. Bye bye.